And I wanted to touch on just two other passages, if we would. I wanted to look at 2 Corinthians 6:16, if you would. 2 Corinthians 6:16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Read over there in Revelation. Go back over there to 21. 21, verse 6. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. That's already happening. Jesus has given us the water of the fountain of life freely. He's already given it to us. Read over in 21:4. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. That's who's walking in the New Jerusalem. The nations of those that saved. We are saved. It says kings and priests will enter the city, the New Jerusalem. Revelation 1 and 5 already tell us that we are already kings and priests. We've already been made that. The point to all this is that the New Jerusalem is described in Isaiah very clearly, and those scriptures are all around the first coming of Jesus. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. The passages in Ezekiel, the nations of the saved, the prophecies of Isaiah where he said he would give us the walls of salvation and the gates of praise, built on the 12 foundations of the apostles, Jesus Christ being the chief cornerstone. The bride adorned for her husband coming down. To me, it's very plain that we're talking about the time that we're in now, the kingdom of God, the New Jerusalem. And again, I want to reiterate the parable of the landowner, that the men will not render the fruits to the landowner, and he sends messengers and they kill him. He sends his son and they kill the son. And finally, he boots him off the land after killing the son and gives the land to others that will render him the fruits. These are the prophets that were sent to Jerusalem, which they killed, and the son which was sent to them, and they killed. And at that moment, when they killed the son, he boots them off the land, God does. And they lose their chosen status. Such great riches, you read about in Revelation, such great riches in 1 hour have come to naught. Those great riches was the Jews' chosen status, being his people. And now it's to whomsoever will call upon the name of the Lord. This was part of God's master plan the whole time. But my point to this video is that if we look at the scriptures that are being referenced, that the New Jerusalem is a current reality. It is a spiritual place. When I say the church, I don't mean any denomination. I don't mean any building. I mean people that are saved. There's only two types of people, those that are saved, those that are not saved. And if Jesus dwells in your heart, then you're a saved individual. Salvation makes you a member of the church, period. And whatever denomination you are, if you're saved and a child of God, then you're a member of the church. So this is the New Jerusalem that was prophesied to come. And when you read about it in the Old Testament and you see those many passages that refer to the first coming of Christ, they are also referring to, all around it, the kingdom that he would come to establish and that he would set up. And we see that. So I thank you for your time. I just wanted to go through some scriptures on this subject. God bless you. Till the next one.